Hey guys, my name is Rita and welcome to my channel. So today, as you can see, I'm recording from a different location. This is my living room. Well, my parents' living room. And this is the tree that I've done by myself, because nobody else wanted to help me. Since my room is really small and I don't have the option to fully decorate it, and because nobody else is here right now, I decided to do this video here since it's not about painting my face. Today we're gonna be unboxing the Rock and Fossil Mineral Advent Calendar. It's got 24 days, and I actually got the idea from Cherry Wallace. In case you don't know who she is, here's her channel. She's a very cool, very well-known British YouTuber, and I've followed her for years. Now, why did I want to do this video? As you guys have no idea, I'm gonna tell you right now that I am obsessed. Anything shiny, anything that looks like incredibly beautiful, especially rock crystals, I just have to have. So I have a little mini collection that I hope to expand soon once I move out, which is gonna be really soon. But for now, I only have a few that I specially bought from the UK because they have a plethora of crystals that I love. So in honor of today's video, I actually used this palette called Jewels and Gem, which I'm assuming is a typo. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say Jewels and Gems, but it was a typo on the packaging and they just said, fuck it, we're gonna keep it. Which is fine, it just bothers me that there is an NS at the end of gems. But the palette itself makes up for it because look how pretty it is. This is the inside. I honestly love the look I created. Mauves have been my favorite colors this year for some reason. I didn't used to like them, but right now I do. And I think it's got something to do with the crystals, especially amethyst. It's been my favorite stone for a while, and I actually have a little amethyst ring that I'm using in this video. It's very pretty, it's just a little stone. In regards to the calendar, I didn't find the same one that she did, and I'm glad, because the one that she got, the descriptions for the stones were not scientific. They were more like spiritual for people that believe in spirituality and all that. I personally don't. Like, I just like crystals. I don't believe in the meaning behind them as much, but they're pretty to look at and to wear. And I mean, as you can see, I quite like crystals in everything. So I had to get this because this one actually has scientific descriptions for what I remember in the website. I'm gonna take a quick look because I don't want to be spoiled. Yeah, I took a quick peek because I don't want to see the spoilers. And yeah, this is scientific as opposed to the meaning of the stones in spirituality. But this is what it looks like inside, and this is, I'm pretty sure, everything we're getting. And the descriptions for it. So we're gonna have to open it and guess which stone is which, and then we'll read the description. But oh my god, 26-year-old me is so excited for this. Also, if you don't like stones or crystals or fossils, feel free to skip out on this video. I'm gonna have other videos with makeup soon. This is just like a little add-on, a little sprinkle of something, because I really wanted to unbox this. And without further ado, let's move into the unboxing. So I'm gonna start with day number 1. And here's the first peek. I cannot tell what it is. Okay, it feels raw. This, I'm pretty sure, is Dalmatian jasper. The description says, originally found in Mexico, jasper can contain flecks of other minerals and even organic material, sometimes as much as 20%. The name jasper comes from a Greek word meaning spotted stone. It does have a lot of black spots, and the stone itself is kind of beigey orangey. Like I said, raw stones are my favorite, so I do really enjoy this one. And this is different from Cherry's first days, so the rocks itself and the jewels and the minerals seem to be different, which means that I'm not gonna actually know the order of things, so I'm very excited about that. So here's day number 2. It's pretty long, and I already know what this is gonna be because she got the same thing on the same day, and this is how it looked like. Yeah, so I was right. The first item is a little black sack. A black sack. It's a black velvety bag so that you can store all your stones, which I appreciate because I don't have enough space to keep everything on display. I'm gonna have to store them. But yeah, good little item. And the second thing inside is a magnifying glass. I don't know if you can see me up close there, but yeah, it's got different types of magnification. And with this, you really can see the stone up close, so it's very nice. I enjoy this. I haven't had magnifying glasses since I was a kid, so this is actually fun to have. And by the way, guys, this calendar is mainly towards kids. I'm an adult who happens to also enjoy this type of stuff. Which that's okay, we all have tastes that date back to our childhood, I feel like. Because as a kid, my favorite class used to be science class because we got to look at stones and fossils and minerals. I remember everything very vividly, even though that was, wow, 13 years ago. I'm getting old. But yeah, it was a very fun time in my childhood, and I really do like this calendar so far. All right, number 3. This also feels raw. This is a black obsidian. It says that it's a volcanic glaze rich in silica. When lava is extruded from a volcano, it cools rapidly and no crystals grow. It has a glassy luster and is slightly harder than window glass. It honestly looks really cool. I feel like I've seen countertops with this stone, but it's very pretty to look at and really reflective. Number 4. Also raw. We're finding a lot of raw stones. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, maybe I don't know what this is because now I'm confused. I thought that this was rose quartz, but the shape of the rose quartz does not match. Then there's green dot, which does not look like this whatsoever, but I think that this is what it is because it's the raw shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is the green dot, and if I'm wrong, I will correct myself later. Here it is close up. And the description says, green dot jasper is a variety of chalcedony, a type of quartz made up of microcrystals. It's very smooth and does not flake when cut. Can be used for relaxation or anxiety relief, also known as a worry stone. Yeah, if it is green dot, it does not look like it whatsoever because as you can see, this is what it should look like. And this is what it actually does look like. It resembles a lot like quartz, at least a piece of quartz that I do own, so we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Number 5. And it's the quartz. Here's a close-up. You've probably seen this before, but it's just a smooth rose quartz. The description says, produced in Brazil, Sweden, Namibia, and California. The smooth, flat surface of the polished finish is very attractive to many people and is used in a variety of artistic crafts or jewelry. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a polished version of rose quartz, so I'm happy to get this. It's a nice little addition. I'm gonna have a massive collection by the end of this. Number 6. Okay, this one is finding me. Okay, this one has a very pretty color, but I cannot tell for sure what it is. Closest seems to be the red crystal, so I'm just gonna assume that this is what it is. The description says, red crystal is also called red rabbit and hair crystal, also known as Venus crystal. And its color ranges from light red, okay, so this is probably light red, and fiery red. In the crystals of red crystal, you can see the fine and smooth hair strands which resemble the hair of a young girl. Yeah, I can see some strands of something, especially on the flat surface. You probably cannot see from where you're standing, but I promise you this has some type of strands. It kind of looks like micro bubbles. Maybe you can see with the magnifying glass? I have no idea what you guys can see right now. If it works, awesome. On to number 7. If I'm correct, this is a pink gastropod, which is a fossil. It's got the faint shape of a shell for the mollusks. It says gastropods first appeared about 550 million years ago. There are over 35,000 living species and 15,000 species found in the fossil record. So this is very cool. I don't own any fossils. I've definitely wanted to. Just haven't got around to buying them, so this is my very first fossil. I don't know if you can tell how excited I am throughout this whole calendar, but I really am excited to have all this. Okay, number 8. Definitely know what this is, even if it's not the correct shape. This one is tiger's eye. The text says, a chaloyant gemstone that is members of the quartz group with a golden to red-brown color and a silky luster. Roman soldiers wore engraved tiger's eye to protect them in battle. It is used as a stone of protection today. Curiosity, my very first stone when I was a kid was Tiger's Eye. I just bought it on a little street stand. Unfortunately, I have no idea where it went, but now I have one to replace it, so that's good. Number 9. Oh, I love the look of this one. This is a raw green fluorite. It says fluorite is a relatively soft mineral found throughout the world. Some samples of fluorite will grow under ultraviolet light, a property called fluorescence. Okay, so that's really cool. Supposedly this is a glow-in-the-dark stone. I don't know, I'm gonna have to test it out, but if it is, I already love it, so I'm gonna love it even more. All right, number 10. This is a green Aventurine, and I actually have the raw version of this. It says, Aventurine has often been considered lucky. Small flakes of mica of hematite can make Aventurine sparkle and glisten, and in fact called Aventurine. I don't know if you can read it here. I have no idea if that word even exists. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say science, but it just says sense. So I don't know if it's correct, but I have no idea what that word means. Basically, it sparkles and glistens. Number 11. This is a chevron amethyst, and I actually don't own one of these. It says the ancient Egyptians saw amethyst as a stone of intellect and wisdom. It gets the name from the Greek word amethostos, which means not drunken, and often carved and shaped into trinkets such as pendulums, Buddhas, and animals. I have a lot of stuff that has amethyst because, like I said, it's my favorite stone. I'm going to talk about this in the next video, but I actually bought an amethyst geode, which I don't know if you know that, but it's like a very big, very round stone that shows all the crystals around the stone. I'm so excited for it to arrive because I feel like it's going to be beautiful, and I'm not going to have a place to put it right now, but like I said, I'm going to move out soon. So when I do, I'm gonna have my own geode to put on display. Number 12. This is a Brachiopod, which is actually another fossil. It says, Brachiopods attach themselves to the ocean floor with a long stalk and gather microscopic organisms to eat by filtering seawater through arm-like tentacles. It's so cool that we're getting fossils in this. I'm pretty sure Cherry's one only had crystals and stones, so this is a very cool addition because I can buy all the gems and stones, but buying fossils is a lot harder. So yeah, it's a neat, cool addition. Number 13. Oh, okay, this is a lot of stones. So Cherry also got this, and this is a bunch of stones and a little string so that you can turn this into a bracelet because this isn't flexible at all. I'm not going to do that right now. I will do it because I like the color and I want a bracelet made of stones. But for now, let's read the description. So this is green aventurine crystals chips with holes. Crushed crystals pieces have been well tumbled, polished, and a hole drilled, excellent for making jewelry. Coming with an elastic string, DIY your own semi-precious gemstone bracelet as a gift for yourself or your friends. I mean, it's kind of inconvenient for you to have to build your own bracelet. I don't really enjoy the fact that I have to do the work, but I will because I want this bracelet. Number 14. I'm pretty sure that this is Himalayan salt, but it doesn't smell like it or looks like it. It doesn't look like the ones I'm used to seeing, but here's a close-up. The text says, salt, halite, or halite, I don't know how to say this, mined from the Himalayas in Pakistan, formed in arid climates where ocean water evaporates, early Cambrian. The salt, which often has a pinkish tint due to trace minerals, which this does not have a pinkish tint, is usually used for decorative lamps and spa treatments. I mean, the picture is greenish and so is this, so I'm just going to assume that this is the right stone. And if they're talking about the pink traces, it's these two spots, I guess, but it doesn't look pink at all. It looks more like brownish. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is Himalayan salt, but not the salt that I'm used to seeing. Number 16. This is a unakite. It says Unakite is a metamorphic rock and is known as the healing crystals of the heart and mind. Its green and pink resonates with the frequency of love, compassion, and kindness, and is stone dedicated to balancing the emotional body. Okay, so this was not a scientific fact apparently. Not too upset because we have a lot of scientific facts, but sometimes they throw a little spiritual fact as well. Number 16. The little piece of string from the next box came out, so I'm just gonna try to push it in. So we have this tiny clam, which is a fossil, and it says the earliest clam fossils date back to 510 million years ago. The group really became diverse and abundant about 275 million ago. So yeah, this apparently is a very ancient clam. That is so cool. Number 17, which we already had a spoiler of. Okay, so this is an amethyst necklace, and it's the lightest shade of purple I've seen in an amethyst. Of course, this is still an amethyst, but amethysts tend to have various levels of purple, from light to dark, and this one only has light, so they did not dig deep enough. Still, I like the look of this, and I will wear it as a necklace. In fact, I'm gonna put it on right now. Okay, here you go. How does it look? I actually very recently, which again, I'm gonna talk about this in the next video, but I bought gemstone necklaces that were much more expensive than what I'm expecting this to cost. They were a lot of money, but I really liked them, and I didn't have any jewelry apart from this ring that had actual crystals in it, so I just really had to go for it. I will talk about it more on the next video, but I'm very excited to have this, and I will add this to my crystal necklace collection. Guys, future Rita here, and I cannot believe that I lost 5 days of footage. Seriously, when I first started making videos, I was very scared of losing footage, but I tried my best not to let it affect me, and I just figured that would happen someday, but not that soon. And then we get to today, and it happened on my 7th video. I lost footage. I have no idea how that happened. My brother is currently yelling in the other room, and I apologize if you can hear him. I cannot get him to stop. Everyone's home, so we're gonna have to record in our usual location. But we're not gonna let that stop us, because I want to put this video out for you guys tomorrow. I've literally been editing since I finished, so it's gonna get finished today. Now, I don't remember the days anymore, so I'm just gonna make stuff up. This is Sodalite. So this is day 18 by my standards. By the way, I only have this thing right here. The rest of the calendar just doesn't exist anymore. This says, this blue mineral got its name from its high sodium content. Sodalite has been called the stone of truth, reflecting the belief that it is a stone of rational thinking and clear communication. It's very big, and I've also seen countertops with this particular stone. It's got various shades of blue and it's very pretty, so I can't wait to have this in my collection. Next up, in day 19, we have the Redate. This says that they can have various colors created as layers of minerals that are deposited over time into cavities within other rock formations. Red agate stones have decorative effects, often turned into handcrafts or used to decorate fish tanks and planters. Despite being common, it's still very pretty. Day number 20, and I remembered that this came right after red agate, is the gray agate. I don't know if you can see, but only the outside is gray. The inside is more of a brownish khaki color. And this reads, agate is a variety of chalcedony, a type of quartz made up of microcrystals. When sliced and polished agates can reveal beautiful bands of various colors. The gemstone is said to be good for concentration. It boosts memory and knowledge preservation. I like this one a lot. Next up we have 21, a lava stone. It's got all these pores and it's very cool looking. It says that lava stone is a rock formed from magma erupted from a volcano. It is very porous with pits and voids because it is formed from the bubbling, swirling, moving lava flow. It is the only healing stone that can be used as a diffuser bracelet, which is something that I didn't know. I had no idea that diffuser bracelets were a thing, even less that they were made up of lava stones. And finally, we get to number 22, which thankfully not all of the footage is lost from this, so you will see past me in a few seconds, but this little piece right here is the crinoid. Now, I did say that I was very disappointed because, as you can see, this is what a crinoid on the image looks like, and this is what I got. Like, literally a fifth, if not less, of the actual crinoid. So I was like, why give us less, you know? Literally is so tiny compared to the image. And now let's move on to past me that's gonna do a much better job at this. The description says, Creno fossils date back as far as 475 million ago. They were often so numerous that whole limestone beds of Crinoid skeletons can be found. I'm literally going to Google this. Are Crinoids skeletons? So this says that crinoids are echinoderms and are true animals, even though they are commonly called sea lilies. The body lies in a cup-shaped skeleton, calyx, made out of interlocking calcium carbonate plates. Okay, so this is an animal fossil, not a human fossil, which is what I was confused about. Here's a picture of it on my phone. Nice little thing to learn. I had no idea that this was a thing, but again, I am still upset that we only got this much out of the whole thing. Still, I guess a little is better than nothing. 23, we're in the home stretch. This is a Quartz Point. It says, no matter how distorted a quartz crystal may be, the long prism faces always makes a perfect 60-degree angle. Amethyst, tiger's eye, and citrine are all types of quartz. I had no idea that tiger's eye and citrine were actually quartz, so see, this calendar has a lot to teach us, even if it does sometimes just sprinkle in some random facts that were not as interesting. Drum roll for the final door. Number 24. So this is a tiny little geode. It's obviously like a miniature version, but it's still very cool to see. Like, this is the one that I bought for Amethyst. Well, I'm not sure that it's a complete geode. I feel like it's just a part of it, but it does have the shape. But yeah, you can see everything from the base to the inside, which is where the gems are. So I very much love this. This is so cool. And it feels like a great crystal to end on. Yeah, it literally glistens when you do this. I'm very happy with this one. And that is the whole advent calendar. Thoughts, guys? Honestly, I really enjoyed it. The whole thing throughout for me was not only exciting that I got new things to add to my collection, it was also a learning experience. Not completely, but for the most part. Mine was definitely very different, which means that there are several versions out there with probably very different types of stones and crystals and fossils inside. But I definitely enjoyed mine, and I mean, I don't know if you liked this, but if you did, next year I can do another one and hopefully we'll get new sets of little things to look at. And again, if you don't like this and just watched it for me, well, thank you for starters, but don't worry, because I have a few advent calendars, makeup related, that are coming soon. This was just a fun little video for me. And I actually have a lot of things to post in December, so get ready to get sick of me. If you enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I would love having you. And also leave a like and a comment if you did enjoy this video, because it does really help me a lot. But that is it for today, you guys. I hope you stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!